Did you read it already? Oh, no. You going to grow up to be a comedian? That was not a good idea? Okay. I want you to look at the Peanuts cartoon. Are you guys watching the baseball games? Do you watch baseball when your dad's watching it or your mom's watching it? No? You don't like baseball?
I like basketball.
You like basketball? Only time you like it is when? Ah. Some of you are Red Sox fans, right? Are any of you Yankees fans? Your teacher's a Yankees fan? Do you... Did somebody pay you to say that? Okay, we're going to look at this cartoon. This is Charlie Brown, who's always pitching in these stories. And then there's Lucy in the outfield. I guess it's just the two of them in this one. So up at the top in the corner, Charlie Brown says, "Oh, no." And Lucy, the ball must have been hit to her, right? And Lucy says, "Oh, no." When the ball is hit to you and you're playing, do you say, "Oh, no"? Or do you want the ball to be hit to you? Liam, you play ball. Do you want the ball to be hit to you?
I play soccer.
Yeah, you want the ball to be hit to you.
I play soccer.
And she says, Lucy says, I got it. Bonk. Did she get it? No, she didn't get it. "Sorry about that, manager," she says to Charlie Brown. "My body just doesn't seem to want to do what my brain tells it to." "I can understand that," he says. "And my body and brain haven't spoken to each other in years." My body and brain haven't spoken to each other. What does that mean, Chloe? You don't know? You don't think before you act. Have you ever done that? Once or twice? You mean once or twice today, right? We've all done that many times. And sometimes we say, "Ah, why did I say that?" Ever let something slip out that you should have kept to yourself? I may have told you this story before. My mother had a friend who had been trying to have a baby for a long time, and finally she has this baby, and she brings the baby over to visit us, and it's about 3 weeks old, and she says, "Now listen, when this baby comes, be nice to the baby, be gentle, because this baby is my friend, who's been my friend since I was a kid, has really waited a long time for this baby." And you know what I said when I saw the baby? "Ooh, that baby looks like a monkey." Was I thinking before I spoke? No, that wasn't a nice thing to say about a baby, even though, quite frankly, it did look like a monkey. And sometimes you go to the hospital and you see babies. I don't know if they still have babies on display behind the glass. They're a little harder to get to. Sometimes you look at those babies and you say, that baby looks kind of, you know, the baby had a big fight just getting into the world. Sometimes they look like it. You don't know about this stuff, but someday you will. And the diaper stinks. That's why they keep them behind the glass. Just get right to the point. That's what the kids are saying. Yes, we know that. We don't need to talk about that, although I know that you think that's one of the funniest things of life. But anyway, you have to think, especially before you speak. You have to think. First of all, somebody may be doing something that you don't think is right, but they may be doing it because they're sad or they're angry or they're whatever it is. There's a lot of things going on. And so you don't want to say something that will hurt their feelings, right? And if it's something that they need to know about, you could talk to them later about this. But you have to be careful about what you say. And you know when you especially have to be careful of what you say? It's when you're angry. Because when you're angry, a lot of stuff jumps out. Am I right, Rebecca? Maybe. What do you think, Paula? Mark? Yeah, right. My daughter, I came home one time, my daughter said to me, she was pointing to her mother, and she said to me, "Don't talk to that woman." Ooh, she was angry. Those are the kinds of things that you have to be careful of when you're angry. And even when you get to be a grown-up, there are times when you get angry and you say stuff you wish you had never said. So think before you speak, especially. Let your brain and your mouth have a conversation before you talk to anyone else. You know, there was an old rule that when you're angry about something, you don't say anything until you count to 10. So somebody says something to you, Emily, and they make you really angry. So in your head you say, I'm going to count to 10 now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. See, counting to 10 is a long time. And then you should speak, because you'll have thought about what you're going to say rather than to just blurt it out. You think that's a good rule? For her, yes. Spoken like a true older sister.